Let's talk about HEMA Longsword double hit statistics. Specifically, what is the double hit average for the general population of HEMA? Now, I did a similar video to this well over a year ago, and it has some good data in it, but it wasn't nearly as conclusive as it could have been, as it was only applicable to that one tournament, not the general population. This video is much more conclusive and has a lot more potential. If you haven't watched the first video, go ahead and do so, as it explains a bit about epidemiology, sample populations, and what is and how to calculate an adjusted double hit ratio. With that out of the way though, let's get going. While the first video was based off of the 2017 Dutch Lions Cup, this data comes from the 2018 Dutch Lions Cup. Step 1 was for me to watch all 219 matches in this playlist. It comes out to a total of 1,627 exchanges and took a ridiculously long time to watch. Seriously guys, I think I own that like. Anyway, as I watched all these matches, I wrote down the double hits and total exchanges. At the end of all of this, I had 206 double hits. Now, a crude ratio of just doubles divided by total number of exchanges comes out to 12.7%. And the adjusted ratio came out about the same at 12.85%. And that's about the extent I investigated this topic in video number 1. All this tells us, though, is what the average double hit ratio of this tournament was. We can't say with any real confidence that this average represents the average for HEMA as a whole. So what is the average double hit percentage for all of HEMA? Well, we can actually figure this out, or at least estimate it. So the data collected from this tournament is just a small sample of total HEMA population, but it's a really big sample. First, let's generate and alphabetize the names of everyone who participated in the tournament. Next, we generate an adjusted double hit ratio for all 76 of them. Now that we have the individual participants' double hit ratios, we calculate the sample average, or X-bar, as well as the standard deviation of the sample, we will call S. Now, we have no idea what the average double hit ratio of all HEMA practitioners is, which would be represented by mu. We only have data on this small sample, but we can use a statistical formula called a student T distribution to estimate what the average for all of HEMA is. I won't bore you with the statistics, but this is the formula. These are the values if you want to calculate it yourself. And this is my work. If I set my confidence interval at 95%, I get this nice little range of values. This means that I can say with 95% confidence that the longsword double hit average for practitioners of a similar skill range to the Dutch Lions Cup participants and fencing under a similar set of rules is somewhere between 11.09% and 14.47%. I can also say with 95% confidence that if you are below this range, you double below average, and if you double above this range, you double above average. What are some applications of this information? Well, for one, personal development. Keep track of your own double hit ratio and use this average to assess if you're having difficulties with double hits or not. Perhaps you want to try out a different rule set for a tournament or your own in-house sparring. You can use this average to determine if a change in rule sets increased or decreased the occurrence of double hits. This raw data took a long time to collect, and I am far from finished with it. I've calculated the average, but there are so many other questions left uninvestigated. For example, what is the distribution of double hits? How does one or two reckless or double prone fencers influence the double hit ratios of everyone else? If the top tier fencer encounters a double prone opponent, will they double a lot too? Or will their skill level allow them to overcome this challenge and yield them a low double hit ratio? Are there some top-tier fencers out there who have a high double hit ratio while also progressing successfully through a tournament? Please subscribe to this channel and keep an eye out for upcoming videos in this playlist to find out. Thank you for your time, and I hope you like the content.